The widespread use of social media has revolutionized the way we stay connected with others and share our experiences. However, it has also brought about significant changes in our relationships. This episode will delve into how social media affects modern relationships, both positively and negatively. We will take a closer look at its impact on our romantic lives and discuss effective strategies for navigating social media within relationships. We'll also examine the potential of online dating apps as a means to find genuine connections, exploring their advantages and drawbacks. Join us as we thoroughly explore these compelling topics and gain valuable insights. Get ready, settle in, and let's begin our exploration.
SMOPPY'S World. Life Big Questions answered daily.
Hey friends, this is your beautiful, ever-smiling host, Lady Ola. I am so thrilled to have you join us back on SMOPPY'S World. If you're new here, you've come to the right place. Listen guys, always take the time to spread the love and encourage others to share this inspiring episode with them as well. Don't forget to connect with us on all our social media platforms. I'd appreciate it if you could just leave your comments in the comment section. I love it. I love having conversation with you there. Your input means a lot to me. The audio version is also available now on Spotify at SMOPPY'S World. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic: the impact of social media on relationships and on online dating. Specifically, we'll discuss the potential for no-limit relationships in our digital age. Listen, let me introduce my guest to you. She's young and beautiful. She's a mother and a wife. She has lived here in Dubai for 8 years and has worked with different companies. Join me to welcome to SMOPPY'S World my beloved Cynthia. Welcome to SMOPPY'S World, Cynthia.
Hi, Lady Ola. Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you. I want us to start this discussion today around online dating.
Okay.
I am an old babe, okay? Old-fashioned babe, old school babe. When we were growing up, we didn't have what we call social media. We didn't even have videos. There was no way to connect with anybody. We were depending on friends, we were depending on families. Our relationships were on church folks, maybe your brother that knows your brother that knows your brother, like kind of a thing. And we didn't have so much trouble because we were limited with resources that you guys have in this generation. I was just talking to my husband, the other day, and I was like, baby, how would we have survived if we were in this generation? I was like, the way we loved, the way we had our own relationship, the way I tell you, we were depending on letters. We have to write letters. Some things were going on that in this generation they will never understand. They will never understand. So have you tried online dating before?
Yeah, I have actually.
You did?
I have.
Come on, girl. Oh, come on, tell me about it.
In my experience, I would say it was bittersweet.
Ah, okay.
Bitter in the sense that you're putting yourself out there. You don't know exactly what to expect. You don't know who is going to approach you. You don't know who is going to inbox you and message you. You don't even know if the person has a split personality. So it is what you see on your screen, that is what you have to go with. Like you said, you're from, sorry to say, the golden
Go on, girl. I'm old school, babe. I'm old school, babe.
To rely on letters.
Yeah.
I feel
and on communities and families and friends, yeah.
So it's different, way different from that. And another thing is, when you read letters, you kind of resonate with the person who is writing it.
Yes.
And you see yourself smiling,
yes.
and you're in the mood.
Yes.
But there are some text messages you receive or some emails you receive, and you know it's not voice record. So somebody might be sounding really, really rude, but the way you read it, it could just be something different entirely.
Whoa.
So when I say bittersweet, it can be also sweet in the sense that this person is a person that you've been admiring for a very long time. And the person eventually pops up on your screen and be like, hi, I like you. Can we hang out? And in your head, you're like, I am on cloud 9. This is what I want. So nobody is shy anymore. Everybody goes for what they want. Everybody is more comfortable. You can just like pick up your phone. You see somebody, you appreciate the person. I like you. Like they say, love does not cost a crime. So.
Oh my goodness. Do I still want to be in this generation, or I want to stick to my old babe? You know, like I said, we were writing letters, and there's a feeling that came with that. Like I remember the first boyfriend my first ever boyfriend. Yeah, you want to hear it?
Please, I want to.
My first boyfriend was invited to my 18th birthday. And he was a senior brother to one of my friends in school. So she invited, our brother to come to my birthday. And that was what we were depending on in those days. Like, so when you write the letter, it's so funny, right? When you write the letter, you will check it over and over. You read, making sure that that letter is communicating your heart to the person.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, then you have to, maybe it's your little brother or your little sister, you don't take the letter to the person yourself. You don't get to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get, it's either you give the letter to your friend, that friend would then pass the letter to the guy or to the girl, or you have a baby sister or you have a baby brother. We pass love letters like somebody has to go deliver it, because you'll be so shy, like you won't know what to do. So that was the way we were dealing with our relationship. So these days I'm wondering, how does the social media, the information that you guys have now, how is that affecting relationship? Because it's like it has taken away the traditional way of meeting someone. Like you have to go on the app, like you said, you don't know who's gonna come at you don't know. So how does that feel? How?
Oh, okay, first things first, you were 18 when you had your first boyfriend?
Yes, I was 18. Yes.
Can we go back to that age, please? Because that is so golden.
All right.
Oh, we're not even going to dive into that now. And secondly, you say you have to pass the letter to somebody.
Yeah.
That feels like a lot of work.
But he was safe.
Okay, if you say so, but oh my God.
It's a lot of work, but we didn't have any choice. There was no phone in those days.
Wow.
We didn't have telephone.
Okay,
the only phone that we had was a landline, like the one, that has you have to do.
That is even more stressful than putting it in someone's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for us now, you can multitask. I'll just put it like that.
Okay.
You can multitask in a way that you would want to send somebody a message. You don't even necessarily have to like generate the whole message or the write-up and everything.
Wow.
You can literally go online, copy, paste, send.
Oh my goodness. How does that express your heart to that person though?
Well, it could still be coming from your heart though, because not everybody have the right words to use. So people can like go online to like maybe seek for advice, seek for words, look for a way to like put things into a box.
Right.
And like just package and send. So now it is left for the person who is receiving it to want to understand what this person has said. An example is,
go on.
You could say, are you mad? Are you mad is a question, right?
Yeah, it's a question.
It is a question.
Yeah.
But people take it to be an insult. If you tell the person, are you mad? The person is going to be like, are you okay? So that is something that you understand. I am asking a question. Mm-hmm. You are taking it to be an insult.
An insult, yeah.
So it is left for when you send the person the message.
The way they receive it.
Exactly. So you could take your time and construct the most emotional message in the whole world and send it to somebody whose IQ is 0.9 or below.
Oh God, come on, be nice.
I am trying to be nice. And then the person reads it. I have seen situations like that. This person is trying to be romantic. This person is putting himself out there. And the lady that he sent the message to just practically insulted him, like down to the core. He did not do anything wrong. He did not ask for the unaskable. He did what he thought was right. He asked her out, told her how he felt. He had complimented her. He told her she was beautiful. He was upfront about everything. But the way she responded was how she understood the message he sent. So now I just feel like, well, the olden days, people had genuine intentions.
Yes.
People had like this mind-blowing intentions. You see a girl, you like the girl. You go for the girl. The girl is thrilled. She's like, damn, okay, this guy is coming for me.
Let's go.
But nowadays, you at 18, see, I'm still shocked, like at 18. And then nowadays you see like younger people, younger, how would I put this word? Younger humans. I would not want to specify gender. And then they're already in a relationship, and they're not just in one relationship, they're in multiple relationships.
Wow.
So how do you think they're going to feel that thrill that you felt when you had your first boyfriend at 18?
Wow.
So I feel like social media is like, or the internet dating is, it's 70-30. 70 in an awkward way, 30 in a good way. So from my experience, that's what I'll say.
So do you believe social media has created unrealistic relationships and romantic connections standard then?
Yes. Oh yes, it has. Definitely. Because majority of these role models we see online now, on social media, it is not what we see that really goes on behind this.
You can say that again, girl.
So people think, they look up to these people and be like, this is the type of relationship I want to be in. This is the type of marriage I want to be in. This is the type of person I want to be in. They tend to create this unidealistic or idealistic idea in their head that whoever it is that is going to be with me has to be dressing like this, has to be talking to me like this, has to be treating me like this.
They had no way to, they don't even know, they have no idea, the packaging that people do.
Exactly.
Like,
I was going through Instagram the other day and I saw a girl who was bashing a celebrity, and she was like, you are a role model and people look up to you. You shouldn't be doing this. And in my head, I was like, since when are we now restricted on being who we are? Because fine, other people look up to us. The young generation look up. I am still young. Sorry, I'm a millennial. I'm still a baby.
She's a millennial, guys.
They look up to these people, but does that mean that these people are no longer free to do they now have to start pretending because they want to be like a role model? And then if they do pretend and try to make everybody feel like they are good people start to emulate that, not knowing that this is not who they really are. Some people, I'll give an example. Say for instance, a girl is dating a guy, and this guy is earning maybe like 50K, and the girl is maybe earning like 30K. And then there is another couple that the guy is not even working. Maybe the girl is the one footing the bills and everything.
That's right, yeah.
But the way the girl shows her man outside in public, on social media, she adores him. She makes him feel like on top of the world. And this girl whose guy is earning 50 and she's earning 30, she's going to feel pressured.
For sure.
To think that this guy is the one doing everything. I'm not saying it's wrong for a woman to do everything. If you're a woman and you do everything, kudos to you. You are trying.
Yeah.
But she already has that unrealistic idea that my relationship is supposed to be perfect. My man is supposed to spend way more on me, not knowing that what goes on behind the screen is different.
Sometimes my heart bleeds for this generation. As informative as this tool is, it can be so destructive. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. If you choose to live you, I want to be someone else. And I feel that the reason why we get into wanting to be somebody else's is because there's something that we're dealing with on the inside.
True.
Because if you're confident with yourself, if you love yourself, if you know that you are more than enough, like you got it all going, why do you want to be? This is what I always say to my boy. Do not be a follower, let people follow you.
That is true, actually.
I want you to be your own person. Be your own person. Don't say, because our kids, they have this idea of, my friend has this. My friend does that. I'll be like, but my friend, mom, my friend. One day I said to my son, I said, listen, I'm not a mother to your friend. I'm a mother to you. I don't care what your friend does in their house. You are my son. You are in my house. I'm responsible for you. I don't care what. So don't be referring me back to your friends. I don't know your friend. I don't care about what your friend. What I'm trying to say is, we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah.
There are people back in those days, right? Who see somebody in the neighborhood who is driving this car and this car. There are people who get into robbery in my days, simply because they wanted to be like that person. But they have no idea what that person was doing behind the scene that's bringing those money. But they just see that, oh, he's living a good life. We also had it back in those days. But your parents your mama will hold your ears.
Yeah.
She will hold your ears and drag you and say, you want to be like that person? You know what they do? There are people that killed for money.
True.
There are people that rob banks for because of that. So we also had, it wasn't just this big. Like now everything is on screen. You at the tip of your finger, you can see everything.
True.
So it's, somebody said to me, we don't have control over this thing. It's just there, we're facing challenges. I said, no, you're not facing challenges. It is you brought yourself into it. You need to take yourself out. If it's not for the team, for SMOPPY'S World team, they're always telling me, Lady Ola, you have to do this, and you have to do this video, and you have to do this content. I'll be like, I really don't want to do this, guys. I'm from old school. I really don't. We need to build your brand. So you have to be doing this. So I let them be managing the social media. Okay, I will do the content, and then I'll leave you guys to it. You know what I'm saying? So how has the rise of social media and dating apps affected the nature of long commitment in modern relationships?
The question is, how has social media affected the
dating apps affected the nature of long-term commitment in these modern relationships?
So people, I would say in the olden days, because I am a movie freak, I watch movies a lot.
Right.
And I believe that what they act is what has actually happened or what is still happening.
Yes. Some of them are frictions.
When it comes to the stealing part, or that side. Okay, you see couples who have been apart for years. Say the husband is in the States and the wife is in Nigeria, and she probably has 2 children. And they've been apart for 17, 18, 20 years. And they're still very much intact. Nothing is waving, the foundation is solid, it's not built on water and sand, it's real concrete. But that was then, I'm not saying it doesn't still happen, but it's very limited now.
It is, yeah.
Meanwhile, now, before you see a relationship that stands this much distance in the space of, say, 6, 8, 10 months to 2 years, it is by the special grace of God's anointing.
Are you serious?
Why? Apart from the fact that we have social media, the husband is far, maybe the husband is and the wife is far. Yeah. They communicate and then they have this intimacy sometimes. It's there. Yeah. But social media has gotten worse to the extent that the minute maybe the husband is saying good night, the wife is saying good night, I'm feeling sleepy, I'm tired, she might be talking to someone else. Or he might be talking to someone else. So your good night is someone else's good morning.
Yeah. You need to repeat that. Your good night, maybe some good morning to someone else.
So you don't even know. The social media has built it around the whole universe to the extent that people get lost in it. They no longer know what reality feels like. And then there is always an excuse to justify every behavior that everybody makes. I'm not even going into the zodiac sign that some people will say they are Scorpions, some people will say they are Chameleon. That's the reason why they are behaving like only God knows what. But social media is really affecting relationships. It is good, but it's affecting the people who feel ignorant about the fact that it's really affecting them. People don't want to snap out of that fake illusion.
Wow. It has become a norm for them.
Exactly. You're married or you're in a relationship. In the olden days, I want to ask you this question. How many people, how you told me you were 18 when you had a boyfriend, so you felt that excitement. If anybody had come up to you and asked you out again, would you have accepted?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because I was so like somebody actually noticed that I'm here, because I was so skinny, so I didn't think anybody.
You are still skinny. What are you talking about?
I didn't think anybody would want to just have anything to do with it. So when I was like, and he's a little bit older than me. Okay. So he was like, and he treated me like a baby. And guess what?
What?
We were not even allowed to even do anything. Even to hold hands, we can't.
Okay.
Like, we were just like.
But now, a girl will accept a guy's proposal.
At 13, the girl is having baby.
Oh, okay. And then the next minute, the boy is asking her outside, and maybe she sees the guy's Instagram and he has flashy cars and he has money and he has a house. Kalas, this one, I'll keep you on one side. You're going to be a backup plan.
My goodness.
So, I'm not just talking about the girls alone. The guys, I don't even know who is worse. Like I said about the copy and paste messages before. A guy would send 10 girls the same message.
Hello.
So copy, paste, copy, paste, copy,
Hello.
paste, copy, paste.
Hello.
So that is even worse. That is even worse.
Wow.
So
Okay, I've lived long enough to say that generally everything has the good and the evil part. I know that, sometimes there has to be a way where people has to meet someone.
yes.
So online dating app is an avenue for people to meet someone and start a relationship.
Yeah.
There are people who met on this app that the relationship is still thriving. So my question is, in your experience, right, what are some of the most significant advantages of using dating apps to meet potential partners?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, hats off, 100% confidence. Dating app is amazing.
Right.
It is good.
Okay.
The reason I say it is good is because you don't know this person from Adam.
Right.
You've not heard of this person before. Like I said before, you're going with the information that you got about this person, the information that this person has put out there about his or herself. On the first click, you already see how this person is. You already like the personality that this person has written about themselves. You already have an insight on how this person is. So even when you do go on the date, on the first date or the second date, you already know what this person likes. So it's not like starting all over from the beginning and asking, what did you eat last night, or what is it? You know this person doesn't like pets. The kind of conversations you're not going to bring up, or even if you want to bring it up, people are like, oh, and I saw you did not like pets, so why is that so? So whatever question you have has to be a reason to it. It's not going to be like a question that is... So it is really good. It opens your eyes. It makes you see people. Apart from the fact that it makes you see people, it makes you get good opportunities. It doesn't necessarily make you, every person you see, you have to date.
Okay.
There's not everybody you see online you get to date. You might go out on a supposed date and the person ends up being a business partner. You might be talking to the person and be like, and the person asks, what do you do? Be like, I like to be into fashion, but I'm just trying to like construct this whole idea. And the person will be like, oh, I can do this. I can give you an idea. I can give you an insight. And from that, you see that your brain is building up already. Your idea is building up already. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to date every person you go out with. So that is just one advantage of these online dating. Online dating.
Wow. Okay. So it has advantage. That's good.
It does.
That's good. Intimacy, trust, and honesty are critical in relationships. Yeah. You agree?
Very true.
Those who found love through friends or communities, they know the person, whether it's through a friend or church family, or so they have an idea what this person look like.
Yeah.
Their nature, their behavior, they have at least they have little idea. So in this in the dating app, I was told quite a while ago that sometimes people write things about themselves that are not true.
Yeah.
How do people manage things like that? Okay, you told me, oh, you look like this or this, especially when they don't use video to see each other, and then you put a picture there, a picture of somebody else. So when you now show up, I'm asking, who is this and who are you? You'll be like, oh, I'm the guy you've been talking to. You'll be like, I didn't know you were this short. How do people manage that? How can anyone handle that?
In other words, you're talking about catfishing.
Catfishing, that's the word. Catfishing.
I swear some people be looking like ghosts from Christmas past when they come for the first date. Who is this person?
I'm talking about catfishing. Yes, let's go fishing.
Okay, so this has actually happened to me once. This has actually happened to me.
Right.
He came. We were chatting online. I think I was on Tinder.
Okay.
So I was verified on Tinder.
Okay.
He started chatting me because before you get verified, you have to like put your face.
Okay.
You have to be sure that it's you. And then he chatted me and he was like, let's go out for lunch. For me, number one thing is my safety. I don't care who you be. I just be very, very conscious.
Yes.
They're going out in a place that even if anything wants to happen, if I scream 2-3 times, at least somebody will come
Exactly, yeah, smart.
So we went there and the first person I saw that was walking towards me, I thought he was the person. In my head, I was like, but this is not the person on my profile. Like, what is going on? That one is even cute. You see the person behind me.
Chineke. God
That person
God help
was,
us.
I know I'm not beautiful, Shao, but that person was chasing handsome.
Did you just say that to yourself?
That
You
person-
are beautiful. Beautiful.
That person was chasing handsomeness and he was running faster than the handsomeness that he was chasing. Like, nothing was connecting between him and... I'm like, okay, so why? And it could be self-esteem, like maybe his self-esteem was low. But still, at least, if you see the person that this person put in place of him,
Wow.
it's like Burj Khalifa and first floor.
Are you serious?
There is no relationship between the two of them. I was really surprised. So that is already a disappointment on its part. Imagine going out to see somebody, even though the person is not what you're expecting.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean the person has to be cute or beautiful or whatever.
Right.
But you already have this idea that, okay, well, this is the person I'm going to meet.
Yes.
This is what I've read about this person.
The picture you have in your head. Yeah.
I'm going to flow with this person. I'm going to have a nice time. We're going
Yes.
to converse. And the first thing you see is deception. Whatever that follows after. So some people will even turn back. Me, I shall greeted.
You tried.
I greeted. I greeted.
You tried, Cynthia.
But
You really tried.
Really, it's really a disappointment. It's a disappointing.
So that's the
experience.
disadvantage of dating app.
Apart from that,
Apart
like I
from-
said, not everybody goes on dating app to date.
To date. Okay.
So some people might be luring somebody out just to harm them. Exactly.
Dangerous.
Some people might be looking for ways to scam. So it's so many different ways on how it goes.
So it's like just you're risking.
Exactly. Like I said from the very beginning, the person might have a split personality. The person might have a problem. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know this person. You said something that you get connections through your family, friends, through the church and the people around you. But this is somebody you have never met before. You don't know how the person genuinely feels. You don't know anything about this person. Nobody's going to vouch for this person. Nobody's going to be like, okay, I know this person. This is how he behaves. Whatever you're getting is all new. So now it is left for you to know how to build, how to react to whatever thing that comes out from that situation.
I was going to ask that. Okay, so why do people do it? But I'm not going to ask because everybody find themselves in a situation where they just have to do what they have to do. So I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just trying to understand, how people get to do things like that, and how because that will harm me really. Like you've wasted all your energy. Some of them will even go and buy new clothes, dress up, and then you showed up. You look like what's up, old guy?
Exactly.
Where
Exactly. I feel like the reason why some people go into online dating or rather catfishing is because most of these people, I'm still not going to specify the gender. They don't know how to approach somebody, even if it's just like friends. They don't know how to start a conversation. So they feel like starting a conversation behind the screen is the best way to go.
It's the best way to go.
So they have this full front confidence that whatever they type, nobody is coming to my house to beat me. Nobody can see my face. Nobody can laugh at me. Forgetting the fact that it is when we make mistakes that is when we actually grow.
Yeah. And that's more painful because when I get to find out your lies, then what you were afraid of will eventually happen.
So that is it. It's inevitable.
So let's move on to social media's influence on relationship. Yeah. You see, in my 24 years of marriage, I can tell you how social media has influenced my marriage.
Okay.
My relationship with my husband.
Okay.
If we had not built a solid friendship, if we had not built an environment where we depend and we rely on each other, we love each other, we will not be married today. Because in those days, what we used to do, we used to sit down around, we talk, we play games together, we do this, we do that. But in social media now, if it's not on the phone, I'm on the phone. If I'm not on the phone, it's watching American politics. If it's not watching American politics, it's watching CNN. Sometimes I'm one of those that I love to just sit down. I can sit down in the room and be staring at you. We don't have to have anything to talk about. That's the kind of person I am. We don't. But for him, you will have to quickly jump into that space.
Yeah.
When there's an open window. Like, so what we gonna do? How we gonna do this? That's how you get conversation these days. So I can tell you how much the impact that he has on my relationship, in my marriage. So I'm wondering, how are people who are building relationship in this generation, how are they doing it?
Okay. So in a situation like that, it goes both ways. If they suppose people are already into social media, maybe they are influencers,
right,
and their life is built around social media, they have to be connected 24/7. They have to be connected to their audience. They have to be connected to each other. People have to see that they're actually doing what people want them to do. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's what they want. They just have to keep the audience happy. They have to keep what people it has to be what people want. Like you said, it could be another part. Like me, I have to remind my husband sometimes that he's actually married.
So yeah, we're not too far from each other.
Okay, bros, you know, so you get wife, Abby. Because it's like this.
Yes.
There are times that people just want to have this intimacy. They just want to have this
intimacy. Yeah, we want to spend some time together. And like, every time you're on your phone, if it's not a message, that is watching something.
It's Instagram.
And I'll be like, I'm here. You'll be like, but you don't have anything to talk about. We don't have, what do you, okay, talk to me. What do you want to talk about? I'll be like, dude, we really need to have something to talk about.
If I open my Instagram page, the first thing I go into is food blogs. I can be there for 1 week just watching food blogs. To me, it's an addiction. God, please remove me from this addiction. But there are people who just like forget reality, forget that there is something outside social media. And it actually affects every other thing that they do. Like they build their lives around it. What they see is what they are trying. I don't know. Don't people know that social media is not real life? Like you have to go to your bed. You have to spread your bed, lie down, sleep, dream, wake up the next day and actually think of what to do to give you money to buy data. But you're online all through.
And you're not influencers. You're just ordinary people. Like normal people.
Yes, you're not making money from it. So that is like, for me, I would say it's too much. If people can actually cut back on how much time they spend on social, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but
please, I'm here to tell everybody what to do. I'm just joking.
But really,
so how do you think people can set boundaries? How can they set boundaries with social media usage to protect what they have built? I mean, relationship.
They can only set boundaries when they realize that that is not a reality. Because imagine somebody getting stuck in a loop, replaying over and over and over. It tends to become their livelihood. It tends to become what they believe is the truth. You're on social media today, you're saying this couple, best couple in the world, best couple. The husband buys flowers, the wife cooks the meal, the children goes to good schools.
It's all set up.
You don't know if they don't sleep at night, they walk and walk and walk.
There is no best couple. You're just managing it.
And in your head, you've already seen that is what you want. That is how my marriage is going to be. That is how my relationship is going to be. My husband has to buy me flower. And then the innocent man that is coming back from work, the first thing, Egba, where is my flower?
And the thing is, the amazing thing is, when people post video of things like that, the people that are watching, it's like something has turned their brain to not see that this is staged. It's a content.
Exactly.
That this is actually a content. It's not real life. But I'm trying to understand why people don't look at it like that. Like they will comment and they will feel that it's so real. Then it's causing a lot of issues.
Yes.
I'm counseling a couple where, this is causing a big problem in their marriage.
True. What made me understand that is not the reality while I was growing up was, you see how some people, they will set the camera and everything, and then they'll walk out from the house. And then you will see them coming out from the car, going into the supermarket, coming out, crossing the road. They are the ones doing those things themselves. So there was a time I was like, wait, you mean these people actually set this camera, walk, come back, remove the camera, set it in. So this is not real.
No.
So it's not camera from heaven that is showing all these things.
No.
That was how I knew that it is not real. That whatever it is that they're putting out there can be manipulated. I'm not saying people don't have good homes or happy relationships.
Yeah, but they put most of them put is just the content.
Yes. So people need to understand that if you're not a close family member of this person. You don't know what is going on inside. You don't have an insight on what it really is inside. You shouldn't be admired. You should admire, but you shouldn't compare from afar.
You know, us I've been talking about that now. My husband likes to share his achievements on social media, and I'm the opposite. I like to I'm a very private person. I don't like to put my business out there. If not for these guys, I'll keep on talking about them, this team. That has to make me to do some videos that I have to do. And I struggle with it because I'm built, you know, I sometimes what I consider to be private.
Yes.
It's my private, you know, like my privacy. I don't want people to. Sometimes my husband will just post the picture that you consider to be, this is supposed to be, you know, us, and sometimes he'll write some things, and sometimes I'll just be like, God, what am I going to do with this man? I don't like it, but that's him.
Yeah.
As long as it's not affecting the relationship, but sometimes he can put some strain on it because I'm not liking what he's doing. But he sees it there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. You know, he likes it, that's why he did it. But I don't want that to happen. Yeah. So how do you think constant connectivity via social media affects the boundaries and privacy of romantic relationships?
Okay, first things first. The minute you're on social media, whether you like it or not, people will dig. Unless you have never posted in the whole of your life.
They will dig.
When they mean you.
Whether you ask them or not to dig, they will dig.
When they mean you, they will dig, and they will post it again for you to know that, yes, they really mean you.
Wow.
So unless you don't just want to be out there, if you just be consistent with what you're doing. So for this particular question, I would say it actually does affect. Because there are some couples who likes their privacy, who do not like this PDA, public display of affection. Whatever it is that they would do, they want to do it intimately between themselves. And their spouse might be the exact opposite. Like you just said, I want everybody to know this is my wife. I want everybody to know this is my job. This is what I do. That is where the communication comes in. You have to let him know. Okay, even if you want to post, you shall post about yourself and leave me alone. Leave me in peace in Jesus' name, because this is not something I like. For me, I have a friend who has a child, and she has not posted it. The child should be about 7 years now. She has not posted the child once. Everybody knows she has a child, but that child's face and the child's name is unknown to a lot of people.
To a lot of people.
So that is what she wants. So she already knows, her husband already knows that this is the type of wife I have. She doesn't like this. So even if he's going to have to post to the child, he has to like crop the head or cover the head.
And cover the face.
So that is where communication comes in.
This communication.
Yeah, there's no secret behind it. If you communicate and let the person know, fine, you want to do it, but do it to an extent that it doesn't necessarily have to involve me. Because there are some people who are trying to hide so many things. And then, apart from the fact that you post and they dig out, they might go back to your old post, see a friend that lies, talk to the friend, maybe give the friend money, investigation comes in, and the friend starts to say a lot of things. Those things that you're trying to keep private to yourself.
So, as we round up, how do you handle jealousy or insecurity regarding social media interactions? You know there are people who like we have been talking. There are some people who just post some pictures. Yeah. Nowadays, I'm asking, where are the clothes? Because it's like they're not wearing any clothes anymore. Like half of their body is out there, and then you have a husband. My husband doesn't do that, by the way. But I'm dealing with this couple. This is what is causing their issue. The husband is glued to watching ladies, and he doesn't watch ladies who have clothes. He's always watching. and I began to say to the wife, okay, if this is what your husband is doing,
you should start doing it.
It's not even. I said this should not cause trouble. The figure that the husband is looking at, when he married you, you were size 10. Now you're wearing size 18. Excuse me, don't blame the social media. For me, that is for you to say a sign to say, this is who I married. You are no longer the person that I married. What happened between there? But now the fight is over. Oh, it's always looking at the pictures of the ladies on social media. They will send him message, and then the wife will get jealous. It has a lot of them that are saying, I'm thinking, okay, God, how am I going to help these people? You feel me? So how do you handle jealousy or insecurity regarding social media?
Okay.
Interaction with exes or people that are attractive
Some people commit, I think you might blur this what I'm about to say. Some people commit suicide and some people commit murder. Jealousy can drive somebody to committing suicide.
Yes.
They might feel like they're not being seen anymore. So some people are that low. Some people will commit murder. I've seen the situation where the girl was so jealous to the extent that she cut his organ off. That was not even cheating, or she did not catch him cheating. The fact that he was entertaining other people.
Wow.
And then you see some people who get so jealous to the extent that they start to destroy things. Yes. Or some people who decide the coping mechanism is extra food. I'm not talking about cheating now. Cheating, that one is even his elder brother of, they are from the same family, but cheating
the
is
senior brother.
So people have different ways of why some people actually just try to make sure that the person that is making them jealous gets angry. So they overdo things. Either they overdress or they overgo out or they lash out. In a situation like that where you know you are this jealous type, whatever happens, you're going to be jealous. The first things first is, they say, slow and steady always wins the race. I know.
Not in any sport.
But then, take a minute. Reevaluate yourself. Because at the end of the day, it is self-love and self-worth.
Yes. That's the word.
Because if you don't love yourself, you will seek love from other people.
Yes.
But if you love yourself to the extent that you know that you're jealous, you're jealous. Jealousy is not a bad thing.
It's not.
It is very normal.
Yeah, it's normal, yeah.
But then, that thing that is making you jealous, I'm not saying you should go and do it, but think about it in a way that, is that person that is doing that thing that is making you jealous, is that person secure enough? Because I feel like it's only an insecure person that would deliberately do something to make someone else jealous. Where you know the person is not doing anything.
Yes.
So for me, I do get jealous.
I do get jealous. You think I don't get jealous?
Girl, if my husband does
jealous.
anything, maybe he's on his phone for too long and the thing is making me angry. What I do is, you see that particular short skirt that I have? That area.
Come on,
exactly
girl.
That one. I will wear the whole of the house. I will walk past 300 times. I will bend down. What did not fall down, I will pick it. I will make sure that I feel seen. And then when he eventually comes back to his 2024 senses, it's no longer his 1942. That is when my own... So people handle it differently. But just look for what works for you.
Yes.
Be comfortable with it. As long as you're not hurting anybody. As long as you're not doing something that you have to account for later. Jealousy is a very normal thing. But don't kill somebody.
Cynthia, I feel like we should not finish. We should be here until Jesus comes.
No, please.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
It has been a pleasure.
Again, we have to do this again.
We definitely have to. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really my goodness. Thank you so much, Cynthia. You have really, really helped a lot of people online today. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Remember the importance of maintaining boundaries and prioritizing self-care in both online and in-person relationships. It's crucial to communicate openly about your needs and expectations while ensuring your well-being. Meeting in person early on is essential, and always be aware of red flags in someone's behavior, whether it's online dating, or social media. Don't let these experiences change your beliefs and desires. With commitment and understanding, you can nurture a fulfilling relationship. If you enjoyed this video and want more engaging content, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. It's SMOPPY'S World saying, stay loving, stay blessed. If you have not had someone say this to you today, I love you, and I believe in you to make the best out of life. Until next time, take care now, and God bless.